I'm going live quickly to talk about the upcoming training that starts already tomorrow. So if you are thinking about joining this program, if you have not joined it yet, then pretty much the best thing you could do is to get your ticket right now, because we are going to cover IT recruitment best practices, the strategies. And just earlier today, I was visiting one of our clients here in Slovakia. They asked me to talk about some of the strategies, sourcing strategies, like how to get developers, IT candidates to actually respond to their messages. And what I showed them is actually one of the, definitely my most favorite strategy on automating some of the most mundane tasks. So if you are like me, you probably also don't really enjoy the activity of sending messages on LinkedIn. And most of us in IT recruitment are sending messages, right? Because it sort of works, but at the same time, it's probably not the most engaging, not the most exciting activity out there, right? I can sometimes just push myself to send a few hundreds of messages, but it's just so boring. Like, I don't enjoy it at all. So that's why I started recently sending messages automatically through LinkedIn. And there is no scam. Like, I'm not talking about any shady extension that sends messages in the background. Like, no, it's like advertising, right? It's paid advertising on LinkedIn by LinkedIn. So it costs some money, but at the same time, I can just save time and I can focus on the activity that matters most, which is engage through step by step tomorrow, because tomorrow we start the web class, the group class during which we're going to not just cover the IT terminology, it's essential, but we are also going to cover these strategies, sourcing strategies, and some of my strategies on engaging candidates, like selling the opportunity to IT candidates, because that's super important, okay? So if you are still wondering, hey, like, what about this class? Should I join it? Or like, I can tell you, it's probably the best thing you can do at the end of a chance to go through the content in the toolkit. And the toolkit is probably the most comprehensive e-learning platform on IT recruitment. So within this time frame, you will be able to get yourself to a position when you understand the IT terminology, you understand the IT professionals, you know what tools, what languages they use, and then you can analyze job requirements. And I have, for example, here this guide on analyzing job requirements. So that's one of the really cool skills, right? If you can analyze job requirement, then you know who to ask, sorry, not who to ask, but who to look for. And you know what are the essential IT skills for that particular role. Okay, and then if you know who are you looking for, well, then probably you also need to screen a candidate. So that's why I have this guide prepared for you guys joining the web class. You will be able to see several profiles of IT candidates and what questions I would ask them, how I would screen them, what would I ask during an interview with these guys. Okay, so you will also get the booklet with mind maps, which is right here. This is the booklet. It's actually one of our most popular products in our shop, which eventually helps you structure your thoughts and prepare for calls with hiring managers and with candidates, because you can just keep it on your desk and sort of just look it up and like, oh my gosh, like, okay, I see Java Hibernate play right here, and I know what to ask. And obviously it goes deeper. It covers JavaScript landscape, Java landscape, etc., etc. Okay, so all these cool materials, really great stuff that I have been using for my colleagues. I've been using it for my clients when they invite me to train their teams of recruiters. So I'm trying to make this a no-brainer for you if you are in IT recruitment, because you will also get this certificate of completion. Okay, so this is the certificate. You will get it if you pass the exam at the end, and there could be your name right here. Okay, so pretty cool, right? It's quite sweet. So it is framed, and you will get a PDF version. You can print it out and you can frame it yourself. So it's funny, right? To your home or home office or to your office. Well, anyway, yeah, the class starts tomorrow. If you don't have your ticket yet, well then just go get it right now, because with the ticket we can send you all these materials: the confident interviews guide, the clear job requirements guide, the mind maps, the professional IT recruitment workbook, like everything we can just send your way so you can join the web class. And if you cannot join the web class for any reason, well then we can definitely send you a replay later. But you will still get the access to the toolkit. You will get replays of the web class, and you will get some other material. So lots of cool bonuses. You can see everything on the website. So just go to training.gigrecruiters.com and see yourself, okay? So I guess I'll just wrap it up here. I just wanted to quickly share what's happening and when we are starting, okay? So yeah, I guess that's it. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys inside, and I'll help you fill more IT positions so you can rock it next year. All right, so have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow or some other day probably. Cheers.